You're listening to The Manning Report with your host, James David Manning. The news behind the headlines.
I mean, they did this movie, the KKK, Black KKK Klansmen. That thing was a total bunch of lies, and there was never.
By the way, I saw that. I saw that movie, The Black Klansman.
And you know, Colorado Springs, and I never had I had 10,000 people in my group. There are different clans, like there are different black groups, there are different black Muslim groups, different black Christian groups, different black whatever, Black Panther groups for that matter. And
maybe we could hear Dr. Manning's impressions of the Black KKK Klansmen.
Well, let me finish my point, then I'd love to hear it. The point is this, that in the movie, there's this big Klan plot under my organization, supposedly, to kill this nice black woman activist, right, in Colorado Springs, and they tried to bomb her, and they tried to kill her, and they're making bombs, and then they arrest the Klansmen involved, and blah, 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 blah. The fact is, there was never a single arrest of any of my members in Colorado Springs. There was no bomb. There was no plot. And even the book by Stallworth himself has no plot by KKK people to kill any black. The only plot in the book was a plot by the Progressive Labor Party, these communists, to kill me, crack my head, and police officers' heads.
One of the things that has brought us together is that I watched that movie, and I told my wife Elizabeth, I said, I'm going to contact Dr. Duke. And after watching that movie, the movie itself, I think presented you in a somewhat respectful way. But they went off the rails on the Klansmen in Colorado Springs and perhaps every place else as being ignorant, backwoods, dumb, and stupid, and without any kind of intel. They didn't treat you that way, I don't think, in my estimation. But
no, they didn't, but they made me as head of an organization that was actually trying to kill black people, commit mayhem, bomb people, break the law, when the fact is, according to Stallworth's own book that the movie is made on, it was two Jewish scriptwriters, Wachtel and Rabinowitz, by the way, in the movie, which was the opposite of the book. In the book, he didn't really infiltrate the Klan. He called up the Klan one day. It was a white guy in the police department did it. By the way, it wasn't Jewish, just like in the movie he's Jewish. He's a Jewish hero. But everything in the book, for instance, I'll give an example. In the movie, if you remember, they show the fact that these people in the Colorado Springs group were enlisted men and petty officers and so forth, and even some officers in our NORAD system. These men had the highest security clearance, perfect records, never a criminal indictment, and they were high level people in our anti-Russian missile program and nuclear program. To protect America from, the attack from communist Russia at the time. They were highly technicians. They weren't a bunch of ignorant people with no teeth, spouting the N-word.
Right.
And even the movie kind of says that. They were honest Europeans who said that we shouldn't be having this massive discrimination against white people called affirmative action.
Did they ask your input in a term to keep it real? Were you consulted at all about this, about how to go forward projecting who you are?
No, and in fact, they even talk about this in some of the articles. They said that, like, for instance, the guy that paid me, Trofer Grace, who's actually part Jewish, so he's got a dog in the fight too. But he said usually when somebody is alive, you contact the person you're going to portray, no matter whether they're a person
that's just
charged with murder on death row or
sense.
a politician. They didn't contact me. There was no input. And he kind of said
they did not present you in that movie as many of the news real items over the years have presented you as this marauding person. They did not do that, and why, I don't know.
But they presented the group as doing that.
No, I know.
That I was
they sanitize you. They sanitize you.
Because the truth is...
But they blasted the group.
They made out like, again, there was never a single member of my group. And by the way, I ran as you know, for U.S. Senate in Louisiana, got 65% of the white vote. For governor of my state, I was served in the House of Representatives, right?
Right.
And, if they would have ever had a single black person who was harmed by any of my members of any of my groups, even years ago, they would have paraded that out and said, you see, this is the terrible dude. They couldn't, because not only was none of people ever even accused of anything like that, There was not ever a single arrest of any of my members for anything like that. Not any of my 10,000 members across. We were very strict. In fact, as part of our oath, we swore that we would not commit illegal acts of violence against anyone.
You know,
that was part of our oath, along with our brotherhood to each other, and our Christian faith too, by the way.
I've dealt with a large number of people from your organizations who have stated the same thing. This is a bit of a news blog we do, looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting, rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.